Nevertheless, commentaries, South Africa won 3 goals to 0 against Rwanda. So South Africa is number one on their group. Number two is Nigeria. Also, they won with 3 goals to 0 against Benin. Uh, so South Africa have qualified for a World Cup 2026. So we are going to America as a country, and we will rally behind Ibafana Bafana. I think Bafana Bafana need to be applauded because it's one of those countries that's 90% of the players that are playing for the national team are local based players. So if you look throughout the journey, we've had probably 2 or 3 international players, but the majority of the players that are there are local based players. So big up to the teams like Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates, which are dominant into the national team, and those players from those both teams ensure what Bafana Bafana move and qualify for the World Cup. So we need to applaud for Mamelodi Sundowns and also Orlando Pirates and other teams, because it's not only those teams, but there are other players from other teams that are the part of the national team. But we need to recognize both these giants because they play a major role into what Bafana Bafana is today. If one of those teams suffers, it's result into the national team performance. Either Orlando Pirates or Mamelodi Sundowns is always gonna be evident if one of those teams is not performing good. But pick up to South Africa for qualifying. I think after 25 years, since 2002, Korea, Japan, it's more than 25 years. The last time South Africa qualified. So having had this team going to America, it was a very beautiful thing to watch. Ubuka iline-up-ke singene egamini manje. I-line-up ka-Hugo Bruce, I think it was correct 99%, maybe 90% correct. The only issue engibe nayo kancane i-inclusion yaka Morena as a right winger, ebekhona ama-wingers akhona, especially Mhaonkota, and there's also Mdu who can play as a wing player. Some of the players maybe abekhona lapha who are wingers. I think he should have opted for them, people who are natural attackers, but maybe he was looking for a pace, more than an experience, but also Mhaonkota has a pace and a skill. So I think as a natural winger, Nkota gives you more than Morena, but it was a decision of the coach, so we respect it. Unfortunately, Morena was injured in the first half. He had to go out, and then Nkota came in. But you need to give a round of applause for the scorers of today. Mbata, Apolis, and also Evidence Mahopa. I think Mahopa is a different player this season. Totally different player this season. Mahopa can dribble now. Mahopa can dribble. So if you buka number 10 foot, Umbule is also another unseen hero. Story Mbule is very confusing. Looking at his journey in football, from Super Sport to Mamelodi Sundowns to his Kukune, back to Orlando Pirates and to the national team, and gives you the performances that he gives you in the national team. I think that story alone for Usipho Mbule is very amazing. Also including Gambad as an 8. Today I think it was spot on. I understood Duty last game. I wanted him to be on that lineup, but knowing that I'm a concern ukuthi bengangadlali kwi-Pirate because lately bedlala uNemthajela and Umbata was on stands. Maybe those are the worries of Umkhulu Hugo Bruce. But inclusion Gambasa today made a very huge difference, because how they alternate with Utebza, in combination with Utebza, I think it's unmatched. But I can play as a 6, and he's very comfortable on the ball. Glamalanga. I don't know the confidence coming up, or it's playing with Usipho Mbule, because Usipho Mbule is oozing with that confidence. Yokuqeda abantu noma kuthiwa it's on tight spaces, he doesn't care. If you give him the ball, he's going to do something about that ball. So maybe that confidence is also pouring out to Umbata. Maybe that's the case, but Umbata these days has confidence. He can go to build up phase, receive the ball and turn and play forward passes. So interchanging, yeah, Kevin Otebs, I liked it very much. Keeping a clean sheet, make sure that they are compact also in defensive, in front of it defense Bafana that was very, very excellent and protecting the goalkeeper. Though there was a shot towards the end of the game that almost embarrassed Williams, and fortunately it hit the upright, then it wasn't to be. So hard lucky to Rwanda. Kudos to Bafana. It was a game to win. Bafana is a better team than Rwanda. So it was evident by the score. The score actually is not lying, it's telling you the truth, because if you watch the game, it was a total dominance on the side of Bafana. So it was unlucky that goals were not as many as they could have been, but it was a total dominance, and they showed that they were the better team compared to Iran. On the other hand, we need to thank Nigeria for winning and make sure that Benin is removed from position 1 all the way to position 3. Particularly single out to Chikwezi and Osimhen. Combination about today was very, very key in ensuring that Nigeria won their game also with 3-0, and they are number 2. We are hoping that through a long road they will qualify for a World Cup, because Nigeria is one of the big teams in Africa that we need when we go to the World Cup. If Africa were to choose 10 teams to go and represent Africa in the World Cup, even if they went to play for qualifying, but Nigeria will come up as those names that Africans think they should be in the World Cup representing Africa. So some of the teams that I remember that are already qualified, I think all the Arab nations, I'm talking about Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, who else I'm forgetting? Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, I think those three. And now also South Africa and some other teams, so I forget other names. But I wanted to congratulate Bafana for a stellar performance they displayed today. So we are going to the World Cup. Kudos. The Premiership is beginning next week, I think. In this week, we're going to see the CAF Champions League, the CAF Confederations Cup. So Kaizer Chiefs is playing on Saturday, and also Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates, they are playing on Sunday. So we're going to look out for those 3 games. I think also Stellenbosch also is playing with CAF Confederations Cup. So we're going to be looking out for those 4 games over the weekend. Hopefully, I will get to cover Sundowns or Pirates by Monday, but we'll see what the time tells us coming the weekend. But I wanted to congratulate Bafana. They qualify. We are happy as South Africans. We're going to World Cup, and this is nevertheless commentaries. Peace. I'm out. Love you.